In what should come as a shock to absolutely no one, Disney has decided to traumatize an entire new generation of kids with the live-action remake of Bambi. This article from Collider, and they've got their director, Sarah Polley, to direct live-action Bambi for Disney. I didn't even know this movie was in the works, but here we go. Bambi. Let's go through that trauma again, boys and girls. From women talking to animals talking. Article from Collider. Disney has found a filmmaker to head their latest live-action debacle adaptation project, as the studio has officially hired Sarah Polley to take on the newest version of Bambi. You don't need to make a new version of Bambi. Just pull the classic animated film out of the vault, remaster it for DVD, HD, 4K quality TVs, and pump that puppy out there, and people will eat it up like you would not believe, like ambrosia. According to Deadline, the Academy Award winner will sit behind the camera. Behind what camera? What are you filming out there? It's about talking animals. What? Am I missing something? I think I'm missing something. Sit behind the camera for the classic story of a young deer who loses his mother. Yeah, because she got shot by hunters. Let's show that to kids, ladies and gentlemen. What's next? Let's put Watership Down on repeat on Disney Plus and show all the lovely kids, all the beautiful little rabbits frolicking out in the fields. That sounds like a wonderful idea. Or you could just re-release the classic animated story. Just do it. Release the classic movies. Remaster them for the modern televisions, and just pump those puppies out there, and you will start to make money. Leaving him vulnerable to the threats of the outside world. Oh, God, please don't. Please, no. This is not the kind of movie that you can update for modern audiences. Oh, my goodness. What? I can't imagine. How would you... Let me know in the comment section. How could this movie, Bambi, be updated for modern audiences and those sensibilities? What could they possibly do to ruin the story of Bambi, to butcher it, to flip the story up on its end? What's it going to be? It's actually Bambi's dad that dies, and his mother is the one that finds him at the end. Spoiler alert. Give me a goddamn break. 1942 animated hit was one of the titles that helped cement the studio as the animation powerhouse it's still recognized as to this day. Oh, now that's some levels of delusion there. Disney is falling by the wayside to studios like Illumination and DreamWorks, who are getting better and better every single movie, putting out much better animation, much better stories for sure, than Disney's doing right now. Not to mention, if all Disney's going to do is pump out all these live actions, how can they even be qualified as an animation powerhouse? Pixar's failing left, right, and center. They haven't had any sort of success in a few years, when Pixar used to be almost a guarantee. Good story, good acting, money maker. Pixar's had a few bombs as of late. What's going on there? Animation powerhouse, my ass, delusional. Delusions of grandeur. Animation powerhouse, it's still recognized as to this day. No. Getting to the audience's heart with its emotional story about love and forgiveness. I need to go back and watch Bambi. What forgiveness is in the movie? Okay. While it's been a few years since the project was officially announced, there hasn't been much movement around it ever since. Yeah, because nobody's interested. The movie is in its very early stages of development, and it is currently unknown if Disney plans to release it in theaters or on Disney Plus, where it will die a horrible death and not make any money. It could go either way, taking as example the fact that the upcoming Mufasa the Lion King will roar on the big screen next summer. Oh boy. While this year's Peter and Wendy, that was a horrible one, found plenty of success. What? Found plenty of success after being launched on the streaming platform? That was another CGI mess with ideological nonsense. Oh. How? Okay. By what metric are you considering Peter Pan and Wendy a success? Did people enjoy it? I'm sure some people did. Can you call it a success when nobody knows what the actual numbers were? What were the viewing numbers? If they were fantastic, Disney would have been out there screaming them from the rafters. But without any sort of evidence, they're keeping their mouths shut. As the film's development moves forward, more details about... Let me read that again. I thought I skipped something. As the film's development moves forward, more details about will be revealed. Okay, editing. More details about it will be revealed, including the distribution method the studio will choose for it. Polly's career, don't care. Little Mermaid sales bullshit. Live action remakes are expanding when they don't need to. Moana is an 8-year-old movie, and it's already coming out with a live action in development June 27th, 2025. Why on earth are they doing that? Because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson needs to have his face and his name in the public eye because I'm starting to think he's a narcissist. He just has to have people talking about him. I'm not going to say that to his face because he's like 3 times my size and would squish me like a little pimple. But hey, it's okay to still talk about him. He's got an ego. I don't think narcissist is the right word. He's definitely got an ego. The new adaptation of Bambi is just one of many projects that shouldn't be done. Disney is working on when it comes to bringing their animated classics to live action. What is this huge kick of turning animated classics into live action? They lose the emotion, the soul, the heart, the passion that created them in the first place. Little Mermaid continues to impress at the domestic box office. No. The only impressive thing about the domestic box office is that it is greater than the international box office, which is not a common thing. Time will tell if Bambi will make a statement at the box office or ought. Holy simple spelling editor in your worksheet. Holy this boggles my mind. Collider, do some work. Now, live action Bambi. Oh, I got Little Mermaid on the brain. I need to flush. Live action Bambi probably has as much chance of being a success as The Lion King because it's cute little animals doing cute little funs. It's great for families, great for kids, if they stick to the original story. Don't try to stop trying to modernize classic stories. Just take what's there, shot for shot remake to the big screen, well done with better CGI than what we've seen in the past, and you have another opportunity for Disney to make $1 billion at the box office or more and have people like me eat crow. Wouldn't that be fantastic? That's all you have to do, Disney. You did it with The Lion King and made $1.6 billion. Shot for shot remake. But you have to be very careful because you have to have a little bit of heart, a little bit of soul put into these productions, into these pieces of wonderful entertainment to make them wonderful pieces of entertainment. Otherwise, you end up with things like Pinocchio that come across as a soulless cash grab. So you got to find that happy medium. Can they do it? Can Disney crawl back from the ashes of the reputation that they have given themselves? Or is it just going to be another soulless failure of a cash grab that people like me can point and laugh and make fun of? But again, if it's just for the kids, it's just for the kids. Just do a shot-for-shot remake. You might find some success there. But let me know what you think in the comments. Are you excited for more live-action atrocities? Do you want to take your kids to them? Do you think Disney deserves all that? Do they deserve a second, third, fourth chance? Let me know. Leave a like, leave a dislike. I appreciate you making it this far. Have a good one.